Hello and welcome to LabVIEW Advantage. Today we'll learn how to become fastest LabVIEW programmer in the world. First of all, let me introduce one of the legends of LabVIEW programming. Meet Darren Nattinger. He was the 7 times world's fastest LabVIEW programmer in the world, and he is a certified LabVIEW architect working at LabVIEW R&D at NI. This entire training or the video is based on his shortcut techniques. Now let's get into LabVIEW and try implementing some of these shortcut techniques that is going to increase your programming. Most of the time people believe that if you are using LabVIEW you have to use mouse a lot, but that is not the fact. If you use a mouse you will be significantly slower than using the keyboard. So here what I'm trying to do is I'll make the 8 copies of the control and 8 copies of indicator. So what if I need to connect a control to the indicator? So if I need to do that manually using a mouse, it would take me a lot of time because I need to perform the same operation what I'll use to connect the top control and indicator. That means I need to replicate 8 different times like this. But what if I can select all the controls and indicators and do Ctrl-Space Ctrl-W. That is going to wire all the common terminals. So this is the method what we call as a quick drop shortcuts. Let's explore more. For example, I need to add the increment function for each of the wire like this. So one of the way what I can do it is connect the wire and then delete the unwanted wire. If I do this, it is going to take a lot of time. Another easier way I can do is right click and then insert and select the increment VI from there. I can do that one as well, but I still need to replicate it for all the wires. Rather than that, what I'm going to do is select all the wires, type INC. Now, what if I want to replace all the increments with a decrement? For example, I can easily do one of that by doing replace decrement. But if I select all the VIs and look into the option, I don't have the option to replace all of them. So rather than doing that, I'll select all of the VI and Ctrl-Space Ctrl-P. This shortcut replaces the existing VI or function with the new one. So you can reduce your programming time significantly. What if I want to replace a VI? For example, I replace one of the VI, and if I right click and do Ctrl-Space Ctrl-R, it is going to remove and rewire the terminals. Now, what if I need to move all the labels like right, left labels for the controls and labels into the right? Rather than doing that, I can do Ctrl-Space Ctrl-T to move all the labels into the left and right respectively. Now you can also use the shortcuts to increase the speed of your coding. For example, if you are working with the configuration VIs, you'll realize that you have to use multiple VIs that actually share the same number of terminals. So what you can do is you can use your wiring shortcut, that is the Ctrl-Space Ctrl-W, to wire the common terminals. This is going to significantly improve your programming speed in LabVIEW. Now let us explore some more shortcuts. If you go to the timing palette, you will find a Express VI, a timer Express VI. Drag that into the block diagram and then convert that into view as icon. And then if I do Ctrl-Space Ctrl-D, this shortcut actually creates the controls and indicators. So sometimes if you do not know actually how to use it, it can actually create a problem. You can also use the same shortcuts to actually create the constants. For example, if I do select the function and Ctrl-Space Ctrl-Shift-D, it is going to display a number or the constant. You can also do that for the delay, wait millisecond VI. If I do Ctrl-Space Ctrl-D, it is going to create the control and indicator. Now, some of you might be wondering, how do I know this? Or I think some of you might have been noting down all the shortcuts and everything. So let me reveal the secret. If you do Ctrl-Space, you will get the quick drop dialog box. And if you click the configure, voila, you will get the block diagram shortcuts, you will get the front panel shortcuts, and the control key shortcuts that you have been waiting for. So these are all the shortcuts that are available that you can execute using Ctrl-Space. Depending upon the LabVIEW version you are using, some of the shortcuts can be missing. And now, what if you want to go beyond this? If you think the shortcuts that are available on your native LabVIEW is limited, you can go to the list of community quick drop keyboard shortcuts. All the quick drop keyboard shortcuts has been created and contributed by the community members at ni.com. You can also create your own quick drop keyboard shortcuts and then contribute to the community. The instructions on how to create and how to download and how to use them is provided with the respective links. But note that you can only execute a shortcut belonging to a single text. For example, you can use Ctrl-Space Ctrl-A for only one shortcut, and you cannot have multiple shortcuts with the same key name. Now I think you already know the secret to becoming the fastest LabVIEW programmer in the world. Now if you want to test yourself, you can go to the NI website and then search for following shortcuts. This is the application developed by the Darren Nattinger himself. So you can test your shortcuts. The link to all the material that I have shown is in the description below. So you can go and then check it out yourself. You can also download this VI, following shortcuts, and then you can test how quickly you can code. Best of luck on becoming the fastest LabVIEW developer or programmer in the world. If you like this video, please share, comment, and subscribe to this channel for further LabVIEW videos. Thank you.